Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to part number 2 of Day 9 Daily number 486, Funday Monday, where we don't learn to be a better gamer, which means that my shirt is lying. Although I know you weren't looking up here. I'm Sezual. In part number 1, we got an introduction to that which is killing your opponent with as few units as possible, and we're going to see what I would call an inadvertent Funday Monday. We're actually going to be checking out 4 games in this part, with the last one of all being a special kind of satisfying to me. It makes me want to hug myself. I need to oil my chair. There's something about making this noise that just makes me happy, right? Actually, let me pull back for a moment. It makes me want to make points. Like, there's one thing that everyone needs to know in the Zerg vs. Zerg matchup. Let me tell it to you. I don't even remember what I was going to tell you. I love the chair. I love the... Oh! Oh! Like I said, Sezual. Let's hop into the game. Excellent. Excellente. In the top left corner, we have Olin. Not the god Odin, just some guy. And in the bottom right, we have Puff. And I say because he uses capitalization. It's Puff. People say, I hope your chair breaks. I hope someone comes over and that you want to stay there and that leaves due to the fact that there's creaking. Now, of course, in the Zerg vs. Zerg matchup, as many of you know, Zergling all-ins, Baneling all-ins, Roach all-ins, of course, are problematic. My internet says Olin. He says Omg, a full OMG. The 2-syllable word, Omg, with 3 letters. Very good letter efficiency. Both players go for an early expand build. We're seeing Olin correctly position his overlords all along the paths where there could be some sort of counterattack. Puff protecting his destructible rocks, which, let's be honest, LOL. You know, I was thinking about people knowing things. People having information stored in their head about a topic and feeling good about it. You hear programmers do that a lot, you know. There's, oh, look at that guy. That is not how you do an iterator on a linked list. This guy. You know, it's kind of fun. Like, excuse me, what? Captain Pickard? It's not Captain Pickard. It's not. It's not Jean-Luc Picard, right? People they like having that sort of agency of knowledge. And in StarCraft, it's always funny to think of how we would lord our knowledge. We would say things like, oh my god, this guy, and people are like, wait, what's wrong with this guy, this Puff? I don't know this game, explain to me. You see this unit? You see this unit that's here? It shouldn't be there, it should be somewhere else. What a fucking idiot. God, I think to myself about how I must sound sometimes, even in the midst of Funday Monday, and then I stop caring because it's Monday, the best day of the week. Alright, excellent. Olin, doing an excellent job adding his creep, actually skipping out on Zergling speed, something I think is a little bit of a risk, but you know what? No big deal, a Baneling nest is going down. And allow me to just take a moment to say, for all of you in the live chat talking about a spider being there, you're all jerks, and I hate you and I want you to die because I hate spiders. Even though there's likely no spider and people are just trolling me, everyone loves doing there's a spider there, Day 9, and I always come back to the camera. See, right now I'm looking at my preview window. Alright, I don't see a spider. You can actually see just off my shoulder, you see Manfred there? Hello, Manfred. He keeps me safe. You guys are jerks. We're coming back to the game. In a normal Zerg vs. Zerg, we think about things like protecting against the roach plays. We see Olin making sure that he has enough drones. He's making, actually he's just making a queen and Zergling speed, but look at this. Look at this. His Overlord is dead. The Overlord spotter, and here comes, oh no, oh my god, oh my god. It looks like Puff, the magic Zerg user. Which, of course, /r/trees will be like, dude, he was totally talking about pot and he's a supporter now. And everyone's like, damn it, /r/trees, keep it to yourself. But in the meantime, we see Zerglings coming up from Puff. We're slowing it down. All he has is 4 Banelings. They begin to swing up, and a successful hit. One on the ramp, a successful hit. And one up in the main, and a successful hit. And a successful win. Oh! I would say that qualifies winning with as few units as possible. It only took a few. It only took juste un peu. Now, of course, that's... I would almost say that this is too many units. Let's go ahead and look at something, a little bit more... Oh, actually, this one's just funny. I'm just going to show this. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, yes. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have seen the Nick Cage Wickerman. The why is it burned? Why is it burned? Why is it burned? Has that ever happened to you? This always happens. That line always pops into my head whenever it should have worked. The player's so bad he shouldn't have fallen for it, like the DT rush against the Silver Leaguer, but amazingly he has a turret and a Raven there, and I always think, why did he learn? Why did he learn? Why did he learn? Why did he learn? That's not funny at all, but it's actually true. This is something that I think in my head. Well, welcome to the mind of Day 9. In the meantime, we have Zoltar, which is totally an ancient historian, and Jason. And if I had to choose between pharmaceutical, ancient historian, and Pokemon, I would totally go for Pokemon. Just thinking of all the all the abilities that Jason would use. Quickly, Jason! Jason used Procrastinate! It's super effective! Jason used Procrastinate again. It's super effective. Jason's going for a proxy barracks. Jason's going... Okay, now how proxy can you get? Double proxy? Think again, motherfucker. It's time for triple proxy. Yes, and not just triple proxy to attack the front, which, in all honesty, is totally wide open. It's actually... This isn't even Ultralisk proof. Jason... doing a float up into the main base of 4 barracks. Let's go to the Zoltan cam. The Zoltar cam. Not Zoltan, that's from Dude Where's My Car. Zoltar, early expanding. He's going for the early expenditure. He hasn't even scouted. Oh, Zoltar. He's building barracks number... Oh, he's getting geysers! In the unit station, we see that there are 3 Marines versus 3 Marines, and I'm not sure how that's exactly physically possible. And I'm not sure why these Marines went here, actually. Zoltar. Zoltar. Everyone freak out and start making accusations. There has to be cheating or hacking or tomfoolery going on. And I asked Zoltar, I was like, do you cheat? And he was like, no. And I was like, lies. Lies and slander. Yellow journalism. Put this man on 20 questions. Put him in front of Dan Rather. Get him on 60 Minutes. We need to investigate. And then suddenly you go, oh, he's probably just making sure he doesn't get hit by Reapers. Oh, that's good. I should do that. I lose to Reapers. Oh, Zoltar. Zoltar, you think aheaderer. Oh, Zoltar, thinking ahead. Let's make your units blue. Watch in real time. Or red, or what have you. In the meantime, Jason is producing Marines 3 at a time out of his 4 barracks because you never know when this barracks will need to add on a tech lab. I can't explain it either. Jason. Zoltar proceeds to build a bunker. His expansion, he doesn't even cancel it. And then he has an idea. It's time. Jason in an incredible choke. The units of Jason, the SCVs of Zoltar, being hold position microed. More like microed Zoltar. Corners him, surrounds him with the SCV gang, and gives him the smackdown. Jason tries to rally every which way, but every which way is the wrong way. Both in this game and in books by Dr. Zeus, yet it rhymes more in one of those two. Zoltar loads up into the barracks. Jason, where will you go? Jason, do you leave the game? Jason used procrastinate. Jason used lift. Jason used run. Jason burned to the ground. It was super effective. Here comes Jason, the Pokemon. Come on, Jason. Come on. Get there, Jason. And Jason leaves with a hearty 4-letter word that we'll never really know what it meant. But it was funny. I would say that that's winning with a relatively few amount of units. In the unit tab, I see 5 Marines for Zoltar. He lost about 3. That's 8. But I still think that this is winning with too many units. We need to increase the lessness of units used. I tried to save the sentence, and this is actually a technique that casters use quite a bit. They'll say things, you know, instead of they'll want to say a sentence like, "Wow, it really looks like White Ra is going to be absolutely destroying this base of Liquid Sheth." That's the sentence you kind of want to say. But you're going to be like, Liquid Sheth is... And then you realize you started with the wrong person, so you try to do a save. You're like, Liquid Sheth is going to be absolutely destroyed by this army of White Ra. And you can kind of do those saves sometimes, but every now and again, you start wiggling every which way. Sometimes you just say one player is, "Oh, terrible engagement for select." And it's like an amazing engagement for him. You can't save it. You try to like, "Oh, a terrible engagement for select enemy in this spot." Over to you, DJ Wheat. And DJ Wheat, absolutely, Sean. No matter what, Marcus will always say, absolutely. Makes me feel good. Props to you, Marcus. Let's go ahead and take a look at this other game. Where is it? And yes. It's time to watch yet another game where cheese is involved. Here comes Antigen. In the top right corner we have Antigen, and in the bottom left corner we have Mole Man. And yep, it is going to be one of those games. So here comes Mole Man coming right out the gate. Here comes Antigen coming right out the gate. And now this is what my friend Tristan calls cheese timing. Both of them sending out their workers. And generally around now, both cheesing players realize that they haven't said good luck, have fun. Right around now is when a player will do that sort of thing. If a player sends his workers to split, builds a workers, and starts boxing, he has enough time to give the goal the hearty GLHF. This is the cheese timing standard. Antigen, 1 pylon, no problem. Mole Man bringing a second probe. For what reason? I don't know. When I cheese, I commit to my cheese. I don't do any of this half cheese BS. I don't do any of this diluted cheese. I straight up cheese. I don't scout. I don't try to convince him that I'm not cheesing. I'm cheesing. Why would I want you to think anything else? Like this scout, how much does that hurt? How much does that sting? When you send the probe at the normal scout timing being like, I'm gonna trick him into thinking I'm scouting standard, and you get there and he doesn't have any probes because he's cheesing in the middle of your base. You really wish that probe was back home, don't you? Don't you? I don't know if this has ever happened to you. I was once very young in my romantic history. I was trying to build up courage to give a girl a flower. Just one flower. Not a lot of flowers. Nowadays, I like buy a flower company for her. Because I'm a baller. I don't do that. Let me continue with this story. I had a flower. Holding the flower. And I went up outside of her dorm room suite, and I had the flower, and I was just going, whew, whew. I was actually trying to pump myself up, talk myself, and be like, okay, I'm just going to say the words this, and what... I was trying to think of all the conditions. I was trying to break it down, because StarCraft, it's easy. He's either going 2 barracks, or he's early expanding, or he's going 1 barracks fast gas. You can partition it. But so I was trying to think of what could she say. It's not like Mass Effect where there's only 3 chat options. She could say anything. I could be like, here's a flower, and she could be like, I have diarrhea, and I didn't know that was an option. But I had the flower there, and I was getting ready. And then from behind me, I hear, Sean, what are you doing? And I was like, ah! Your door is broken! You knock on it from this side, and you come up from the other way! And she's like, what are you doing? And I was like, nothing. She's like, oh, who's the flower for? And I was like, I don't know. I literally said, I don't know. And she's like, you don't know? And I was like, I don't know! I have to stick with it. I can't change now. I can't be like, I don't... What I do now, it's for you, darling, and like totally put it behind her ear, actually like throw it from a distance and shh, oh, it smells wonderful. I'm not that much of a baller. I just said, I don't know. And she's like, oh, do you pick flowers? And I was like, I mean, that sounds reasonable, so yeah, that's what I do. What's your fucking problem, huh? You don't pick flowers? You don't appreciate nature's beauty? Read some Thoreau. And then I threw the flower on the floor and stamped it out. The story's starting to just become a lie. Stamped the flower out, lit a cigarette, smoked the cigarette, and put it out in her eye. She's been blind in one eye for life. And then I call her my little pirate, and I never asked her out. Her loss. Yeah, take that. Imaginary Felicity. Everything up to her coming behind me was true, though. Coming up from behind me. Oh shit, let's go back to the game. Let's go to the game! Let's go to the game. Coming back to the game. Antigen. What was I talking about? Manfred, I'm stupid, Manfred. Or am I? I might be the man, my little bunny. I make shit up. And people buy it. Ah. Alright, cool. Excellent. So we have Antigen up in the top corner. Uh-oh. Oh no, it's the double. It's the double. And this isn't the kind from In-N-Out. This is the kind that can kill you. See what I did there? In the meantime, Antigen, with a gateway of his own. Here comes Mole Man, chrono boosting the empty building. Quickly, get the Zealot out. Get the Zealot out, Antigen. Mole Man will respond by reproxigating. And ordinarily this would be a crisis because of all the resources lost. However, we're badasses. Dun, no, dum. Do 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 run! Dana. Oh, you didn't see the joy. You didn't see the joy. You didn't see the joy. Here it comes. Here it comes. Oh yeah, there it is. There it is. Getting close. Let's slow it down to normal. 29, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Oh, 35 of 38. 35 of 38. Mole Man. Get him out, Mole Man. Chrono boost it. Maybe if you chrono boost again, Mole Man, maybe that will help. Bah-ha-ha! The 1-unit victory! Winning with the Zealot. How did I not hear my probes all died and then with a monkey face? GG, or perhaps a collagen injection face. Or what have you. We got to see a game that was fairly good. Winning with 1 single unit. Now, how long have I been in part number 2? I hope I saved enough time. Good. Good. Very, very good. This game, I want to show. It's an older game. It's a patch 1.4.3 game. Many of you will know that it's patch 1.4.3 because it's on a map that's awful. It's on Core Hall Compound. And there's a type of person who I just don't think is appropriate to ever be on the ladder. It's the sort of person who types in all caps, is not funny, and is extremely bad manner. I don't know if you've ever had this experience. I know a lot of you beautiful people. I know that you perhaps have ladder anxiety. I don't want to play on the ladder. But if you get on there and you play, no matter what, if you talk to the other person will be pretty damn friendly. People on the Battle.net ladder are really, really nice. Say things like, hey, crap, I lost. I can't believe it. Why did I lose? The other person would be like, if you built more blah, I totally would have killed me. Like, I've seen this happen. Like, all my roommates who play at all the varying levels, silver, gold, and diamond, they're nice people. They're all nice. This guy, not so nice, man. First of all, his name is Juggernaut. Juggernaut. And Norferzio. Or is that Norferzlo? I'm going to call him Norferzio because it sounds like a name that got cut from a Shakespeare play. In the top right, he's Norferzio. Yes, bruh. That's an Overlord noise, no doubt. It's Greetings, the musical. Cool. Caps lock part of it, too. LOL, says Juggernaut. And of course, like any Terran, on the map Core Hall Compound, the starting positions are kind of close. 1-1-1. Yep, I've played against Terrans too. I've played as Terran. And that thought process creeps in no matter what. It's like when you start to become a man of age and you start thinking those sinful thoughts. And you know what sinful thoughts I'm talking about. 1-1-1. Excellent. Basically, in this joke, I established that I went through puberty. I'm the man. Yes. Norferzio. Planting the proxy pylon. Behind enemy lines, no. Abandoned ship. We're going to go ahead and get the delayed cybernetics core. We're going to go ahead and expand because we got supply blocked at 18 of 18. As you do. In the meantime, we see Juggernaut. Juggernaut. Getting his barracks, getting his pectody. Here it comes. Oh no. The add-on for the tech lab, the starport. You're starting to see things get formulated. Norferzio. Continuing to step forward. Norferzio. Now, my favorite rhyme is When Behind Dark Shrine by Day 9. But there's a number of other times when you decide to go Dark Templar. This is my build. I'm gonna go for a 1-gate early expand. Oh, I got supply blocks. So I'm just DT rushing this guy. I'll just do it next game. Alright, I'm gonna go for this huge micro-based attack. I'm gonna use force fields. I'm gonna pick off all his SCVs, repairing this bunk. Oh, I missed the force field. Oh, fuck it, I'm Dark Templar rushing. Right? That's how it goes. This is kind of the standard thing. So Norferzio employing that standard technique. Didn't work, didn't pan out. I gotta give credit to Kobo Terran, who says, when behind, get more behind. Excellent. That is advice advocated regularly on Day 9 TV. Norferzio kills off the remaining unit, gets the Dark Shrine, and celebrates the fact that he has 16 probes at the 6-minute mark. Yeah. Juggernaut. Juggernaut. Being one of those guys. Going for the Banshee. Getting the factory with the reactor, only to switch it to the barracks and give the factory another reactor. Nice. Marauders coming out. Bunker at the front. Pylon at the right. Gateways in the main. Gateways all night. See? Even I could be a top 40 pop artist. I'm multi-talented. Banshee coming out. DT's coming up. And it's time for Norferzio to win with as few units as possible. He's going to begin by winning with 2. But of course, as you might anticipate, as you might expect, Juggernaut is going to be trying to win with as few units as possible himself. He's going to be trying to win with a Banshee. And this is where I can't speed things up so much. Norfarzio, in a good spot. All he has to do is kill that guy, and kill this guy, and keep killing all the this guys that step into his base. The problem is he's losing all these, and this is the moment that immediately made me detest Juggernaut. There's every reason as Terran to think that you're probably going to win. You just get up your good old eBay, and then you have a Banshee, which is a cloaked flying Dark Templar with range that does more damage. So your cloaked flying high DPS range DT should be in good shape to clean the game up. And yet we say such appalling things. It's a no-no. That's inappropriate. That's inappropriate. I don't like that. That's kind of douchebaggery. And per usual, by the rule of Will Wheaton, don't be a dick. Right? 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 Yes. Yes, good. Good. Juggernaut, the man. This guy, this person was literally in such a hurry to create his name that he hit the U key twice, saw the misspelling, because you know when you create a name, it says, "Are you sure you want to do it? Confirm." And he was like, fine, I'm Juggernaut now. Faggot. Jerk. Jerk. You shall not win. Says the ghost of Gandalf, because no doubt he's probably died by now. Juggernaut. Alright, Norfarzio. Looks like Banshee ran out of cloak, pulling back out of the main base. You shall not win! You shall not win. Oh, we're losing our pylon. Quickly morph in another Dark Templar. Send all the Dark Templar. 1 DT, does it stay there? Does it stay at home? Nope, everything's pulling back. We do have this Banshee problem. We do have the Banshee issue. Looks like Juggernaut decides he's going to scan and he's going to attack. A successful engagement by Juggernaut. Total indecision. Here it comes. Here it comes. And, alright, watch the Banshee. Watch the Banshee. Here it comes. Here it comes. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Attack the probes. Kill the sentry. Attack the probes. Attack the probes. Probes mining as much as they can. GG! Can't even spell the one vulgarity he uses. I like Norfarzio. Just saying GG and lolling. Having himself a good time, enjoying the art, playing StarCraft 2 on the ladder. Now remember, Banshee is a cloaked flying Dark Templar with range, so it beats a Stalker one-on-one easily, and will regain enough energy to cloak soon. There is no observatory in anywhere in sight. People are talking about the fact that a Dark Templar has actually a higher DPS than a Banshee, and to you I say no, because this is my show. Ugh. See how easy that is to win? Ah, how cool it is to have a one-way dialogue. As used by political manipulators. Zing! You leaving? Says Norfarzio. Because Juggernaut used the class. You're leaving, bro! Or as you said at the start of the game, bruh. We have the DTs doing all that. Why's that? Says Norfarzio. A reasonable supposition. One issue is that there's only 6 probes left on the map. It's not quite enough to get that obs up. Not enough to get the obs up. It's chrono boosting. Oh no, the observers! Oh, 28 kill Banshee! 28 kill Banshee, and he's gonna shoot it. He cloaks! It's gonna be a 30 kill Banshee. Get out of there, Stalker. You're our only hope. The probes taking massive damage. Norfarzio. Clearly looking like the loss is going to be his. Has 2 Stalkers out, has the 5 DTs. 34 kill Banshee gets out in time. With 3 probes back. Amazingly, Norfarzio decides to split them up. We'll put 1 here. We'll go ahead and we'll put 1 back in the main base, so that way we can't cover everything. Excellent. The no Nexus left behind act. Norfarzio says, awkward moment when. I don't know what he's referring to, but it's probably that awkward moment when he types something and doesn't finish it, leaving us in the dark. No thanks, says Norfarzio. Perhaps typing to someone else, and the Banshee. And the Banshee. Now, in this point in time, one of the probes has been killed off. He's going to go kill off the second one. Get out of there, Norfarzio! Get out of there! Oh! And the splash damage! WTF! And for the first, this is not caps lock, this is the shift button. The lol. What I'm calling stalemate. You cheesy fuck. I had NG coming up. No, I have probes. Look, this guy's he's typing something that resembles English. It uses some of the letters and some of the phraseology of English, but isn't. Norfarzio is just doing the lol, no, I have probes. He's literally trying to convey the rules, but that pimpus play is literally so pimp, seriously, with 2 probes on the field. With 2 probes on the field, having to run away in the midst of a crisis. Watch this. Look at this badass. Look at this badass. Here he comes. And oh, the splash damage. Damn. God, that was just the most rewarding thing ever. And now look, I'm calling the stalemate, please. I had NG coming up, then I canceled it. No, it's okay. I'll wait till it called. Apparently, Juggernaut does not know the rules. I have probes, noobs. Norfarzio's talking to all the noobs who could possibly be watching. LOL, that was epic. Look at Norfarzio just having a good time. Look at that Grandmaster. From disaster to Grandmaster. Norfarzio. Uh-oh, here comes the orbital command. Stalemate won't pop if I'm making units. Doesn't even win the 1v1. Traps the mules in there like a boss. Building them up one at a time. Forget. Now, one of my favorite things about this particular epic ending is we have per usual the I had an engineering bay coming up and I canceled it. This is kind of a standard technique where players rewrite history, right? Oh, I lost. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh, I had an engineering bay coming up. I'm so sad. And I could have built it, but then I didn't. So in reality, I won this game. However, if we just do a quick examination of Juggernaut's base leading up to the Dark Templar harass, we see that there is not an engineering bay in sight. This poor fellow went straight... Oh, I guess he canceled his engineering bay. Oh, he actually did. Isn't that incredible? Isn't that a weird coincidence? Maybe his caps lock button is broken. Maybe his caps lock button is broken. Would you look at that? Well. Listen, look, check it. Focus. Here it comes. Listen to me. We're going to go on to part 3. And when we come back, we're going to see the art of anti-cheese. Oh, yeah. Whoops. There's the right button. There we go. Oh, yeah.